predict he's MVP this year.
Wow.
That's a big one.
I say that because he have an opportunity to lead every statistical category in the game.
Yeah.
Every category that there is, he can lead in this season.
What if I told you the future of basketball isn't waiting to arrive? It's already dominating. Standing 7'4", wingspan stretching like a drone's reach, balance like a guard, and the calm of a trained assassin, Victor Wembanyama has turned the NBA into his playground. Through the opening stretch of the 2025-26 NBA season, the 21-year-old Phenom is averaging 30.2 points, 14.6 rebounds, and 4.8 blocks per game, while shooting a clean 55% from the field and over 40% from three.
He's incredible, man. Like, we have never seen something like that before. We got to get ready for this kid, you know. He's gonna be really good.
These aren't rookie numbers. They're generational benchmarks. Every arena he enters becomes a theater of disbelief, because this isn't basketball anymore. It's evolution in real time. Grab your snacks, because what you're about to witness isn't just hoops. It's an alien invasion in sneakers. The season tipped off in Dallas under the bright lights of the American Airlines Center. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving were ready to remind the world that experience still ruled. But within minutes, the conversation shifted entirely. Wemby walked onto the floor like a calm storm, his focus unshakable, and from the opening tip he dismantled every defensive look the Mavericks threw at him. The Spurs' offense flowed through him naturally, post-ups, face-ups, transition glides, and by halftime, it felt like the league was witnessing the beginning of a new dynasty. When the dust settled, Wemby posted 40 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks, shooting 71%, 15 of 21 from the field. Dallas defenders tried doubling, then switched to a zone, but nothing mattered. In the second quarter, Luka attacked the lane, floated a soft shot, and it was erased from existence by Wemby's reach. Then came the viral moment, a behind-the-back dribble, Euro step, and a dunk over Maxi Kleber that sent the crowd into collective shock. The Mavericks bench didn't even groan, they applauded.
Guarded by Washington. Wembanyama, the fake, the reverse, and the foul. A figment of our basketball imaginations.
Like, P.J. Washington is an excellent defender, but you want him to take that shot as opposed to that shot.
Wemby's first game of the new season wasn't a debut, it was a declaration. 2 nights later, inside the roaring Smoothie King Center, the Pelicans decided to test the newcomer's toughness. Zion Williamson flexed, the crowd roared, and for a brief moment it felt like New Orleans was ready for war. But you can't outmuscle geometry. Wemby dismantled the Pelicans on both ends, finishing with 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 blocks, yes, 9. Early in the second quarter, Zion powered toward the rim only to have his shot swatted by Wemby's extended arm like it had entered another dimension. Defensively, Wemby was a one-man no-fly zone. The Pelicans shot 18% in the paint when he guarded the play. Every drive turned into hesitation. Every layup became a prayer. On offense, he turned grace into punishment, fadeaways, hooks, 2 smooth threes, and 5 assists. Late in the third, Zion tried once more to test him, crashing the paint at full speed. Wemby absorbed the hit, barely moved, and still blocked the attempt clean.
It's hard to win if your best player is not playing defense or he's not locked in.
Wembanyama all the way, fakes the 3.
He's just way more in balance, under control.
The Spurs ran away with a 112-95 victory, and as Wemby walked off the court to a standing ovation from Pelicans fans, the league realized something terrifying. The scouting report on this man no longer existed. 3 games in, the road shifted north to the Barclays Center. New York lights, hip-hop energy, and the confident Nets lineup thought they had answers. Cam Thomas drained early threes, Mikal Bridges talked his talk, and for a quarter Brooklyn looked alive. Then Wemby started playing chess on a checkers board. He dissected their defense possession by possession, finishing with 31 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks on 60% shooting. By halftime, the Nets' strategy had collapsed. They couldn't drive, he blocked it. They couldn't shoot, he altered it. They couldn't breathe near the paint without second-guessing life choices. The highlight came in the third quarter, a spin move into a left-hand finish followed by a step-back jumper that made even Brooklyn fans applaud. Over the final 18 minutes, the Nets shot 2 for 17 in the paint, a statistic that looked fictional until you re-watched the footage. Barclays center fell silent, the crowd shifting from hostility to reverence.
The Spurs undefeated, baby. Got a dub over the Nets, 118-107. Yeah. I told you, the best player in the world, Mook. They don't want to talk about it.
Nah, yeah, we're going to talk about the best player in the world in a little bit.
Nah, yeah, he played in this game. Shout out to Wemby, 31, 14, and 4.
These 30 balls ain't stopping, bro.
Tee up the clip, Luke.
Loading the clip.
Let's get to it.
When the final buzzer sounded on a 121-104 Spurs win, Wemby walked off calm, collected, and unquestionably in control.
Take it down to about 20 seconds if they want it. But the alley-oop is good! In crunch time!
I thought Keldon might take his time here. Sees Victor, throws it up behind him. Victor has to reach back for it.
The Spurs flew north again, landing in Toronto for what analysts predicted would be a defensive slugfest. The Raptors planned to crowd Wemby early, double team on the catch, and suffocate the paint. On paper, it was brilliant. On the court, it was comedy. Wemby answered with the most surgical performance of his young career. 24 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block on a mind-bending 7 of 8 shooting 87.5%. There were no explosions, just control. Every possession felt like a masterclass in tempo. He grabbed rebounds, initiated fast breaks, and threaded passes to teammates like a seasoned point guard trapped in a skyscraper's body. When Scotty Barnes switched onto him, the mismatch looked absurd. Wemby's release point floated somewhere above the shot clock. In the third quarter, he scored or assisted on 10 of the Spurs' next 12 points, including a behind-the-back crossover into a soft hook that even Popovich couldn't help but grin at. Defensively, he didn't need to block shots to change the game. Toronto shot 33% at the rim when he was on the floor. The air itself seemed heavier around him, forcing guards to pull up earlier than usual.
Wembanyama, the shovel pass. Castle! From Castle Hill!
By the final horn, the Spurs had cruised to a 119-101 victory, their record now a flawless 4-0. After the game, Barnes admitted, "You can't prepare for that length," and Popovich, smiling, added, "He's learning when not to destroy people." That's how you know dominance has evolved, when restraint becomes part of the skill set.
Those are 4 games that we're supposed to win. You know, like if we lost them, we would have been disappointed. And we need to keep the standard. So, but say we're where we want to be.
Miami, the home of grit, culture, and defense, awaited the undefeated Spurs under the glow of Kaseya Center. Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Eric Spoelstra's scheme were designed to test discipline against chaos. What unfolded was something else entirely. From the opening quarter, Wemby's composure broke Miami's rhythm. He scored his first 4 shots with ease, 2 mid-range jumpers, a post hook, and a thunderous putback. 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks in the first 12 minutes, and he made it look effortless. Spoelstra adjusted in the second quarter, sending doubles and rotating zones, but Wemby read every trap. At halftime, he had 15 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks, and the Spurs led by 8. The third quarter was pure artistry. Wemby caught the ball at the elbow, spun baseline, and dunked over Bam Adebayo with authority.
I think really, Sean, kind of globalized the game and for us opened up our eyes.
Oh, there's no question.
Wow, that's nice.
Johnson imploring his team to push. Vassell drives the alley-oop. Top Victor with the one hand, cocked it back.
The crowd's gasp turned into applause. As the fourth quarter arrived, Jimmy Butler tried to summon playoff magic, cutting the lead to 5. Wemby answered with poise, a baseline fadeaway over 2 defenders, followed by 2 consecutive blocks on Butler in the same possession. The arena went silent. When the buzzer sounded, the scoreboard read Spurs 118, Heat 104. Wemby's line, 27 points, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 blocks. The Spurs bench erupted while the Miami crowd chanted MVP.
And the Spurs are off to their greatest start ever. For the first time in franchise history, they start an NBA season.
It feels incredible. This is years of work for all of us. And now finally trying to get the maturity and to get actual wins. We're not fans, so it feels great.
Amazing.
Even Butler conceded afterward. He's not normal. Bam added quietly, you can't even get a shot off clean. And Spoelstra? He summed it up. There's no scouting report for that.
Look, the bottom line is, we were kind of uneven all night long, but there were 2 key possessions there going down the stretch where they got offensive rebounds, and then both those possessions ended up in open threes. If we secure those rebounds,
By then, the Heat defenders were arguing mid-play, unsure of what defense could possibly work. 5 games into the new season, Wembanyama's Spurs are undefeated, and his averages, 30 points, 14 rebounds, 5 blocks, 4 assists, belong in mythology, not a box score. Analysts compare his blend of efficiency, defense, and creativity to prime Hakeem Olajuwon, but with guard handles and a step-back 3. He's not adapting to the league. The league is recalibrating around him. Every highlight redefines possibility. Every possession stretches the boundaries of physics. Wemby isn't a center or a forward. He's a new category, the prototype of basketball 2.0, where height, agility, and IQ merge into perfection. Like Jordan globalized greatness, LeBron redefined versatility, and Curry erased distance, Wemby is reshaping reality itself. The scary part? He's only 21, and this is just October. So what's next? More dominance, more disbelief, and maybe, just maybe, the birth of a new era in San Antonio. If you're vibing with this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, is Wemby the next face of the league, or the beginning of something completely new? Because one thing's for sure, the NBA isn't catching up to him. It's orbiting around him.